Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co and Forex Trading TV Daily FX Market Review for the trading day ending Monday, August 11th. Well, firstly to the Euro US dollar, and here we've seen the market attempt to rally up through the Tenkan-sen indicator for the previous day's trading, successfully closing up above there in a bullish manner and above the 133.98 level of previous support and resistance. For today's trading, we've seen the sellers come into the market, a very small black body candle closing down between the midpoint and the low and suggesting the sellers have taken back control, but a very small candle compared to the large range of the previous day's trading, and a very mild answer by the sellers to the strong buying of the previous day. Looking at the new session as it's developing, however, we are seeing a change of trend, with the candle making a lower high and a lower low, and a fairly more bearish candle than we've seen previously, and importantly trading down below the Tenkan-sen indicator, where we saw that indicator for today's trading holding as support. So some important trading activity coming up for the next trading session. Now, this market is bearish in the medium and long-term time frames by trading down below the cloud and the Kijun-sen indicator supported by the Chica span. So it suggests that the next activity will be to the downside, but we do have this strong support down below where the market's trading, and we can see these two candles here with the low down at the 133.65 level, and then these candles with the lows down around the 133.31 area. So some very solid support extending down to the 133.31 level. But if the sellers are strong enough to close in a bearish manner down below there, it will herald something of a significant change of sentiment in that short-term time frame, and suggest that if they can continue to build downside momentum, we could see the sellers testing down to 133. Now, any potential upside here for today's trading may find resistance once again at the Tenkan-sen 133.88, but also at the 133.98 previous resistance level. Moving next to the US dollar Japanese yen, and for the end of last week's trading, we saw the market testing down through the Kijun-sen indicator and the Ichimoku cloud, but being rejected fairly strongly from below there, the buyers coming in strongly. For today's trading, we've seen a confirmation of a change of trend, a higher high and a higher low, and a white body candle, so the buyers are building upside momentum, and we've seen the buyers close with control, and that suggests that the market may trade to higher levels. Now, we did find resistance at the 102.19 level, a previous important area, and at the moment as this current candle is developing, we are seeing some decent follow through with some bullish trading, and at the moment importantly bullish trading up above the Tenkan-sen indicator at 102.26. so there is potential for this market to trade up to the 102.47 level, but we could find some strong resistance around that area. Now, at the moment as this candle has closed, we are bullish in the long-term and medium-term time frames, but just bearish in the short-term time frame. But if we can maintain the close up above the Tenkan-sen indicator on this current candle that's developing, we will have a change of sentiment in that short-term time frame as well, and suggesting that the market may be attempting to find some upside momentum to trade to higher levels. Moving next to the Aussie dollar US dollar, and here we've seen the market trading to the same highs as the previous day's trading, unable to change the trend to the upside, following the very strong sell-off late in the previous week. Sellers in control closed down below 92.78. We didn't see the follow through at the end of the week, and the buyers took control on a candle that was trending down, set the market up for a change of trend. But for today's trading, the buyers weren't strong enough to change the trend to the upside and take out the previous high. So we've seen the sellers come back into the market, not terribly strongly though, but it does suggest that there is potential for continued downside. At the moment we're seeing a candle that has a lower high and a lower low. But for the second consecutive trading day today and the previous day's trading, we saw the 92.78 level holding as resistance, where we saw it previously holding as support. So it will be a very important level that we should be watching for tomorrow's trading and for the next few trading days. Now, we do have a bearish market in all three time frames, and sellers coming into the market and trading lower would be in line with the trend being down and confirmed by the Chica span. But if we do trade to the downside further from here, we do have very strong support at 92.21, a previous level in the recent past where we've seen strong buying coming in, so that will be an important level. If we can breach that area to the downside, we could quickly see the market trading down to 91.60. Moving next to the US dollar Swiss franc, and for the close of the previous trading week, we saw the sellers coming in very strongly, a very large black body candle, as the market was testing up above 90.61 previously, with the series of spinning top type candles and being rejected from the 91 level, suggesting that there was a lack of strength from the buyers and they were unable to maintain commitment up above that 91 level. And for the close of trading, we saw the sellers close down below the 90.61 level at the end of last week. For today's trading, we've seen a very meek answer from the buyers today. A very small candle with a small white body, so at least the buyers have attempted to build some momentum in net terms, but they failed to close above the 90.61 area. Now, as we're trading at the moment, however, we are seeing further upside from the buyers, and the buyers coming in with some commitment to taking the market higher, and we're now seeing the 90.61 level hold as support. Now, the market is trading around the Tenkan indicator, which is roughly at 90.72. So there is potential for the market to find resistance around that area at the Tenkan, and if we do see selling coming in, the 90.61 level is going to be important if we are going to see the market trade lower. But we do have a bullish market in long-term and medium-term time frames, and bullish activity up above the Tenkan would be in line with that trend and bias being to the upside. We do, however, have to watch this area around 91, where we were previously strongly rejected from, if the buyers do close with control of the market for the new trading session. And if we can close in a bullish manner up into that region, then the buyers may be building momentum to test through there and test to the 91.28 level.